Hey, what up, everybody? Top to top, your boy Super Saiyan Jaffe.
Cool guy JD.
You already know.
On that IG.
We Violator Sports. And we back. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time, man. It's been, bro, it's damn near been like a month. Maybe a month to this day.
I'm not going to lie. I've been like, I miss this. I miss being in front of this camera, I miss talking to y'all.
Oh, you ain't saying nothing but a word.
A lot of football that's been going on that we haven't been talking about.
And as you know, Violators, Bills are well out of the playoffs.
I mean, I ain't gonna. I don't leave you alone.
That's one thing I don't miss. Right there. I don't need none of that, and he knows it.
I'm gonna leave you alone.
But yo, man, so much to talk about, so much to digest. First off, like I said, Happy New Year's. It's a new year. We got a lot of good stuff coming. A lot of content. Jew, let everybody know. Just give them a taste. What's popping? What's popping with all of this? Like,
I know when y'all press that button to look at this video right here, you're going to notice it doesn't say Violator Sports. It says Violator Podcast.
Well,
we're going to drop the podcast that we've been prepping y'all for and setting everything up for.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're not only going to violate these topics when it comes to football, basketball, and whatever. We're going to talk about everything. You know what I mean? We're going to definitely keep you guys informed. Everybody that's our loyal subscribers, loyal followers that's been watching us from the beginning, that's talking football, we definitely going to keep that up. I mean, but the thing is, it's at a point where we got to evolve.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of topics that we just can't touch on being just alone Violator Sports. So therefore, we bring to you the Violator Podcast.
Exactly, and I'm happy you mentioned that, because that's what we're going for. Like, we're gonna talk about a lot of things. We're gonna stay in our lane of what we're talking about. We're talking a lot of culture. We're talking a lot of music, pop culture, rap. When I say music, I mean rap mainly. Wrestling for our wrestling fans. Movies, man.
TV shows.
Yeah, TV shows.
Anime series, because that's my specialty.
And the thing is, the beautiful part about the fact that it's 2019, so much heat is coming out.
So much heat.
Yo,
oh my gosh.
Yo, okay, so we got Endgame.
Game of Thrones.
Captain Marvel, Shazam.
One Punch Man. We got Pet Sematary. Child's Play remake. The Broly movie comes out this weekend. Dragon Ball Z for y'all fans.
You don't think the tickets sold out for that?
I know for a fact they're sold out.
It's probably over.
Like I said, I'm sitting in a handicap spot. I hope nobody that's in the wheelchair is coming the day I come.
Nah, brother, you good. If you bought the ticket, you got the reserved seats, you straight. Yeah. I mean, you're going to have to walk with a little limp a little bit, but...
I mean, listen, man. Football and did. My ankle's dirty. I twisted my joint early on some black ice.
Big facts. But Violators, man, like I said, I can't stress enough, man. I'm happy to be back. My man, Jew happy to be back.
Oh, yeah.
You already know. We the Violators, and this is what's going down. Like I said, man, since we've been gone, a lot has happened in sports. The tide has changed a lot. A lot. Wildcard weekend was insane. To my Chicago Bears fans, I feel for you. That's heartbreaking.
But you know what? They actually ruled that a block. It wasn't just a miss. It was a block.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know who it was, but it was like a little. He got a little piece of it. They got a little piece of that.
And sometimes it's all that matters.
But damn, bro, yo, like that's heartbreaking.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
No way around that.
Yo, I can't even begin. And that's part of the thing. It's like, do you want your team to get to the big dance and lose in heartbreaking fashion, or would you rather your team just not get there?
But you know what? Nobody expected them to get there.
Nah.
Nobody expected the Ravens to be there.
That's true. They was what, 1-5, 1-6, something like that.
Well, you know what?
No, that was the Colts. The Ravens were 4-5. The Colts were 1-6.
Yeah, definitely the Colts. Speaking about that, Seymour Cake, Moan, he's not here today. But you know what, Moan? When we go to Red Lobster because of that Colts game, just know that Juru the Guru, he said that the Colts was going to beat the Texans. I said it.
I was in on that group chat.
I said it.
I will say, when you guys go, I want to come. I want a few scrimps.
The cheddar biscuits.
What you called it in the group chat?
The cheddar biscuits.
All right, but Violators, man, listen. Okay, so Josh Allen, we could debate Josh Allen's performance as much as we want, but I will say one thing. There were 5 quarterbacks that were drafted this past offseason, and maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's a little too early to say, but I believe this class is built as it should be. This is the best quarterback draft since that Kelly Marino Elway draft.
Yeah, I give you that.
Well, you know what? I take it back. Because you got to remember Roethlisberger, Eli Manning, and Phillip Rivers. And they still ticking.
I mean, that's 4 Super Bowls right there, right?
That's 4 Super Bowls between the two. Phillip's still trying to get that one this year.
Yeah, but he ain't gonna get it because he play us. But it's all right.
Nah, and they got the Chiefs. No, who they playing this week?
They play the Pats.
They play the Pats this week. Yeah.
Phillip Rivers is 0-7 against the Patriots.
Yeah, that's a little that's ugly. But like I said, we're going to evaluate these 5 rookie quarterbacks, and I'm gonna spark this one.
Okay, go for it.
Spark this, and I'm gonna let you do your thing.
Go for it.
Okay, so listen now. Josh Allen, yeah, his QBR was 67.9, but the man threw a little over 2,000 yards, 2,074 to be exact. He passed for 10 touchdowns, and he threw 12 picks. Now, those stats don't tell the whole story. They really don't, because what I saw from that young man, from the moment he hit that field where he was forced into action week 1, he literally progressed week in and week out. When he got that shoulder injury and he sat in the background and he got to look at the game from a different perspective, that's what I really believe helped his career so early on.
I agree.
Because, man, Josh Allen is that boy. And I'm really not saying it as a biased Bills fan. I sat down earlier today when we were preparing for the podcast. Mm-hmm. I watched the highlights of all rookie quarterbacks, like every pass, every run, every play that they've been a part of this season. And yeah, I'll end it by saying Baker Mayfield, definitely the best quarterback in the draft right now. The man threw for 3,700 yards, got the rookie touchdown record with 27. But to be honest, I feel like we may have seen his ceiling. I feel like he reached his ceiling in his rookie year. How you
think so?
I think so.
I don't think that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I love Baker's swag. I love how Baker has that attitude.
Right.
He kind of have like that little wide receiver diva in him, but you know what I mean. But like
he's chipper.
I love how he be feeling a little dangerous. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like I
that's gonna be a nice little quote for him for a long
time. For real, it really is. I saw accuracy out of him. There was times where he looked like he wasn't a rookie quarterback, and there was times that he did. But that's out of all of them, I definitely think that he shows. I mean, come on now, he got the Browns to 7 wins.
Mm-hmm.
That's major.
They finished 7, 8, and 1, something like that.
Yeah, that's major, bro. Like the Browns haven't been relevant. Like, not granted, their defense looked really good. Nick Chubb is a baller.
Nick Chubb is that boy.
He's a baller.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget that defense.
That defense looked good too. I mean, I like Ward too. I like Denzel Ward too.
Mm-hmm. That rookie, yeah.
They're looking good, but they still finished 3rd in their division. Now let's talk about Lamar Jackson.
Now, okay.
Out of all of them, he was drafted last, but he's the only one that played this weekend. And you know what? I like Lamar Jackson a lot, but I definitely think that now that he took that hot L, he needs to develop more of the passer. Because if you look at it, the Chargers was playing 3 safeties at linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's crazy.
Spying him. He has safety spying. And I'm happy you mentioned that, because what I want to say about the whole Lamar Jackson thing, you know how earlier when I said I watched all of the highlights of the rookie quarterbacks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when I turned on Lamar Jackson's tape, 70% of his highlight reel was him running.
Yeah.
And honestly, yeah, he took the league by storm. Well, as a starter in the regular season, he went 6-1. But honestly, it's imperative that he develops a passing game this offseason. He doesn't. It's a wrap for his passing career.
I agree.
It's a wrap.
I mean, and the thing is, I mean, we could go back to that Chiefs-Ravens game when the Ravens almost beat the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
It came down to making them passes. RG3 came in and he made a great pass, but the wide receiver didn't catch it. But the thing is that if you running quarterbacks don't win Super Bowls. Running quarterbacks don't last. I mean, if
defenses
you get
figure them out.
defenses figure them out. I mean, honestly, if you look at it, I think the Chargers just gave us the blueprint to beat them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They slowed him down.
Big facts.
They gave us the blueprint to beat him. And the thing with that is that it came down to him making a pass in that Chiefs game, and he wasn't able to make that pass.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And
granted, showing his limitations.
Granted, he did look a little shaky.
Right.
He looked real nervous. I mean, but you got to think, the man just turned 22 today.
That's right. He's a young kid. He's a quarterback in a playoff team. Okay, cause like I said, I want to.
They was booing him, asking for Flacco.
Yeah, which is crazy, but we'll get into that wild card talk. But more so back into the rookie evaluation. And we can stay on that Lamar train. The man, he passed for 6 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. I think he rushed for like 695 yards, 5 touchdowns. That's that's the beautiful thing with being a rookie, because when you are good, you're good.
Yeah.
These defenses, you'll get into the game, and however many weeks it take, and if you got it, you're gonna exploit defenses. But once you get figured out,
yeah,
it's a wrap. That's why it's imperative that he develops his game this offseason.
I agree.
Because by the middle of the season next year, they're going to be calling for Flacco.
Oh yeah.
Sooner than that.
Flacco's gonna be gone.
You know what? You're right. I do.
He's gonna get traded and released.
I see Flacco being. Honestly, I don't respect Flacco as a quarterback or a veteran. When I was watching that game and I would see Lamar on the sideline and he's sitting next to Flacco, Flacco just sitting there stone faced, looking straight, hands folded. This is the playoff games, bro. I don't care about none of that. You not starting. You got your job taken by a rookie. You're supposed to be in his hair coaching him up.
That is true, but you got to think, bro. Like even Drew Bledsoe, that first year, he wasn't wishing good for Tom. He did not want Tom to be great. I mean, there's different people. Your job just got taken.
Yeah.
You have been the Ravens quarterback ever since Steve McNair, R.I.P.
Joe Cool. You Joe Cool.
Joe Cool.
You brought them a Super Bowl.
Brought him a Super Bowl. Had one of the greatest quarterbacking. He outgunned Peyton. He outgunned Tom.
Right.
Like, he outgunned some great quarterbacks when they won that Super Bowl.
I agree.
And that is, I mean, granted, he had Anquan Bolden and Torrey Smith with him too.
Ray Lewis anchoring that defense.
What is his name? He wore number 12.
Jacoby.
Not Jacoby Brissett, but
Jacoby Jones. No, was Jones?
I think his last name was Jacoby. Anyway, it goes. Y'all know.
When he scored the touchdown,
he was fast as ever.
Yeah.
He out the league now. That's why he get forgiven.
Jacoby something.
No. You're thinking about Jacoby Brissett. His last name was Jacoby.
I know who you're talking about.
I know,
because he did the Ray Lewis dance when he scored a touchdown.
Yep.
But yeah, I feel you all that. That's cool and all, but at the same time, this is still your organization. You're still in a wild card game, a big game. You should be trying to coach this young kid up. But
anyway it goes. If you know how you play, I mean, there's certain quarterbacks that play differently in the playoffs. Eli Manning, it plays differently in the playoffs.
Right.
Joe Flacco plays differently in the playoffs. That man team was in the playoffs. Not saying he helped them get there, but if I know for a fact that, you know what I mean, I'm a playoff quarterback, I want to get in this game.
Hey man, you can even look at you can take that to how Nick Foles looked in the preseason versus the playoffs.
Yeah.
Now it's getting to the point where they like, yo, we might need to bring this kid back on because he making moves. But like I said, that's what happens when you get the squad back together. We start talking. We go down a rabbit hole of conversation.
No, that's what happens when we haven't talked about a lot of football. Okay, Nick Foles threw for 471. Okay, Nick Foles brought friggin' Alshon Jeffries back. Alshon Jeffries ain't been playing all this year, and he been playing this year.
Foles is really that boy. But all in all, like I was saying, man, Lamar Jackson, he had a solid rookie year. He led his team. But when he took the starting helm, that squad was 4-5. I could be wrong. You can fact check that for me, Violators, but I definitely feel like they were 4-5. And he willed them into the playoffs.
Okay.
I think between all of the rookie quarterbacks, like I said, Josh Rosen, I'm not sold on him. When we drafted Josh Allen, I was sick. I was like, damn, I wanted Rosen in the worst way. And how this season ended, I'm happy we didn't draft Josh Rosen. The man, he threw more yards than Josh Allen, but he threw 2,278 yards.
He also played more games than Josh Allen.
Played more games, 11 TDs and 14 INTs. I just don't see the dog in him. I don't. When I look at him and I watch his game, I don't see a kid that wants to be better. Josh Allen wants to be better.
Yeah.
And he's good. Yo, I can bring up highlights from Josh Allen.
Get Josh Allen on the line. He's going to be a monster.
Man,
get him in line. He'll be a monster. All right. So I definitely think that Sam Darnold. All he needs is a coach. I mean, it sucks that
he's in a bad situation.
He's just in a bad situation.
Real bad.
Nobody expects him to be great.
His development, I feel like his development was halted. Whenever you bring in a rookie quarterback, and later that year, his head coach is fired. I don't know. They still got the same OC?
I don't know if they got the same OC.
I mean, usually when a head coach is fired, the OC goes. So the D coordinator, the O coordinator, they all go.
Honestly, the way I look at it, everybody except for the owner for the Jets needs to go.
I agree. I'm not mad at that, and I'm happy that there's so much drama within the division that's not Buffalo, because we're presently Violators. We are in rebuild mode, but hold on to your hats. This offseason with the cap that we got, the 9th overall pick, I really feel like in my heart of hearts the Bills are 1 or 2 pieces away. Get Allen the line. Get us a bona fide wide receiver. I was talking to my man Keith. You might remember him. He guested on the show a few weeks back. We're going to have him on for the podcast.
There's 5 people on the line, bro.
I'm not talking about the line. I'm talking about as far as skills position. I feel like Josh Allen needs.
They need a line. They need wide receivers.
Yeah. No. Robert, you got to give the young core we have respect. Zay Jones came into his own his sophomore year. Robert Foster was a deep ball machine. He was a threat. Isaiah McKenzie, the jury's still out on him, but he needs another opportunity. There's a receiver, a DK Metcalf or a N'Keal Harry. Violators, look them names up. DK Metcalf, N'Keal Harry. Those boys is dogs. We get one of those receivers in at the 9th overall pick, I really think the tide will change. Now we can go with the Jonah Williams, the lineman. He's a monster too. But the fact that we have so much money in free agency, I really think we could address the line issues in free agency.
I think we need too much.
But we got the money. We have the money.
Y'all have y'all got the money. But anyway, it goes. Follow what the coach did. That's what's going to get you success. Period.
I don't feel like that's not going to get every team success.
Let's move on.
Okay, so out of the 5 rookie quarterbacks, let's X Baker out because that's a given. Who out of the 4 quarterbacks, who's the best?
I go with you know what? I think it's crazy because a lot of people's talking about that Mike McCarthy should go to the Jets, just because how he was able to mold Aaron Rodgers, because him and Sam Darnold needs an established coach who needs to show him the ropes, pretty much.
Right.
I mean,
he don't need no defensive-minded head coach.
He doesn't need a defensive-minded head coach. He needs somebody to mold him. And honestly, I love all of his attributes, but honestly, I got to go with Sam Darnold, Josh Allen, right there. They're neck and neck, to my opinion. I mean, they both got all the tools. It just, what is the organization's going to do to make those guys greater? Whichever organization does the better moves will show which one of those two are going to be better. Because honestly, there's been times where Josh looks like, you know, he doesn't like to stay in the pocket, and there's times that he has pocket presence. There's been times he could hit the deep ball, but then there's times where that accuracy just a little bit off.
Rookie mistakes.
I love Lamar Jackson, though. I just think that he is just too.
Now he's raw.
He's raw. He is raw, but you know what? He's green. You could turn him to whatever you want him to be.
Right.
I just think that they just need to focus a little bit more on that passing side. Like, stop running him as much.
He ran the ball like 150 times. That's insane.
The thing is, if he would have started the whole season, he would have had, almost as close as amount of carries as Zeke, which is nuts for a quarterback.
Well, if you mention Lamar, but if you look at the fact that Lamar, he ran for 695 and 5 TDs, rushing for like 150 carries. That boy Allen ran for like 87 times for like 40 less yards and 3 more rushing touchdowns. He had a total of 18 total touchdowns. Josh Allen is gonna have a Jared Goff, Carson Wentz effect. You heard it here, Violators. I'm telling you, next year Josh Allen is on.
Yeah, but you know what? They have the coaches for that, and McDermott is a defensive coach.
I like the way our OC handled the quarterback adjustments and the way the offense ran throughout the course of the season. So I'm happy Daboll is coming back. Josh Allen I feel like outside of Baker, he's in the best situation right now. We're rallying around that kid. Okay, but
and Rosen is the last out of them all.
Rosen, yeah.
Because I really ain't see nothing from him.
Yeah, Joshua, I don't know what's going on with that kid. But I will say, like I said earlier in the show, man, this past weekend was lit. Football. If you were a football fan, you were treated to some good football.
Yeah.
Between them Colts and Texans.
Oh yeah.
The Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh yeah.
Chargers, Baltimore, Philly, and Bears. Like I said, that Bears game was heartbreaking even for me, and I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
Because I can sympathize with how that ended. That's insane, bro. But let's dive into this Colts Texans game a little bit, man. Colts put that work in on them.
The Colts came out smoking. Okay, but you know what? I said it. The thing about a defense is that offense is all about the names.
Right.
The defense is all about who plays as a unit. You know what I mean? If you could play as a unit, because Chicago's the same way. Mm-hmm. They play as a unit.
Monsters in the Midway.
And the thing is, you got Leonard, their linebacker, who's nasty. He should be a Pro Bowler, but that whole system is all messed up. The way they move, the way that organization, the coach, Frank Wright doing his damn thing.
Mm-hmm. I wanted him as our head coach, by the way, before we got Sean McDermott. I wanted him.
Yeah, they doing their thing out there.
He called the plays, too.
Yeah.
I want a head coach that called our offense.
And granted, Deshaun Watson and them, they play excellent, but the thing is that they had problems on their line all year long.
And it resurfaced.
It resurfaced. It was bad. It looked really bad. He couldn't quite get the ball to Hopkins. That defense, they played
a lot of underthrows.
A lot of underthrows, and then they played good defense on him. Them corners did an excellent job on him.
Meanwhile, Andrew Luck standing behind a brick wall the entire game.
Wasn't it, Rip? Beyblade style.
Yo, the Colts put the works.
And Marlon Mack.
Oh my God, that's the definition of a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on.
Come on, all-purpose yards.
This man busting 26-yard runs in the fourth quarter.
All-purpose yards.
They just couldn't. The Texans couldn't stop the bleeding.
Listen,
it was bad.
The Colts haven't had a running back since Edgerrin James. I liked Joseph Adai, but he wasn't no Edgerrin James.
They had that one kid from Rutgers that was okay.
What was his name?
Light-skinned kid. I can't remember his name.
Exactly.
Dwayne. His name Dwayne. I don't know. He was from Rutgers.
Dwayne garbage. Because you don't remember his name, that means he's not good.
But man,
how long has Edgerrin James been out the game?
A long time.
Okay, 32 is still remembered.
No, I'm not. No, bro. I'm not denying what you're saying. I totally agree. But the Colts, they started the season with 1-6, went on that 9-game run,
1-5.
And then they
9-1 to end the season.
You can't tell me Andrew Luck isn't the comeback player of the year.
I gotta agree.
1 touchdown shy of 40, almost threw 4,000 yards, 15 picks.
The man was getting 3 touchdowns a game.
Right behind that brick wall of an offensive line.
Like whenever you have a guard who gets rookie of the month, that's something. That's the first prime that's ever been done.
I don't even know how. That must have just been like a bad month of football for skills players.
He was balling.
I mean, yeah, but damn, that's like you might as well give him MVP. But all roads lead to Kansas City, and the Colts. They put the beatings on, but
honestly, I think the Colts got everything that they need to beat Kansas City.
Wait, right now.
I think. Hold on. Let me. What's the name?
Yeah,
let me explain. I think that the way the Colts offense is moving, the way they look, the Kansas City defense can't do anything with that.
But the Colts can't outscore the Chiefs.
I think that's the only way the Chiefs is going to win that game if they outscore the Colts. But that defense is good.
Yeah.
That defensive coordinator is good.
Right.
The thing is that big games, Patrick Mahomes don't come up. This is a big game.
One could say, but man, at the end of the day, they're playing in KC.
Defense,
the Colts
defense wins championships.
Defense do win championships.
The Chiefs
5 years ago.
The Chiefs don't have a defense.
They don't. The Colts will not. They will not.
What do you mean 5 years ago? Last year's Super Bowl won off of one defensive play.
You could say that, bro, but like I said earlier in the season when we were talking on the podcast, we're in the age of football where obviously this is a passing league. So with that being said, you could have the Bills were the second ranked defense in the league. They at home 6-10.
Because their offense was like the 32nd.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, but bro,
when your quarterback's leading passing and rushing, that's something.
But that's the second ranked defense. The Bills held Tom Brady to 150 some yards passing in the game.
But they still didn't beat him either.
The only point I'm making, I'm not talking about offense. I'm not talking about the Bills' offense. What I'm saying is, there's a bunch of teams sitting at home right now with a top 10 defense. In a passing league, defenses do not win championships. The Bills weren't equipped offensively to shoot out with the Patriots, even though we had the second-ranked defense, the first-ranked passing offense.
All I'm saying is
what did the Patriots do in that game? They couldn't pass it against us, so they ran the hell out of it.
I mean, we've been doing that a lot this year.
That's a fact. You guys are in a position where you have to win games differently.
Yeah,
I will say that. But I don't want to get too off topic. All roads lead to Chiefs. Who you got? Colts, Chiefs. I'm taking Chiefs. I don't see how the Colts prevail in that one.
I think I'm going. Like I said, I'm taking the Colts. I'm taking Luck. They don't got the defense to stop them. The Chiefs don't got the defense to stop them, and their defense. Their defense is strong. They're playing strong, and I just think that they got a running game. The Chiefs has a horrible run stop defense. I just don't think that defense is going to get the job done. I think the Colts is scary.
Okay, so how about a little friendly Violator wager?
You want to wager too?
Let's wager it. So I got the Chiefs, you got the Colts. Chiefs beat the Colts, which they will. So I'm not gonna go overboard. What I will say is, when the Chiefs beat the Colts, next episode, you gotta come Bills down.
No. Why always gotta come Bills down?
Hey, you gotta come Bills down.
You're not even in the game.
Well, it don't matter.
Not even.
Hey, we in her next season we in there like swimwear.
What size hoodie you wear?
I'm a large, extra large.
Good. Good.
So if the Colts
if the Colts win, I got this nice Stitch Patriots hoodie.
Oh, come on.
So you definitely will be wearing that Patriots out.
See that, Violators? Let's do that. Come on. All right, so
you just want to see me in Bills gear. I swear you do.
Well, man, I hate the fact that you from Buffalo, but you a diehard Pats fan. That's still crazy to me.
It's the Patriot way, bro. I was just born in it, raised in it. I didn't see the Buffalo until I was an adult, and then it was blinding.
You're on the dark side. The force is not with you, so we'll take that. So that Dallas Seattle game, that was another good
shootout
game of football.
Shoot.
Dak, but like I said, they won 24-22. The Cowboys, that's not the team I think that could unseat the Rams.
No, I don't think so.
It would have been a better matchup with the Seahawks, personally.
I think that the Cowboys, they got the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're gonna get the Rams though. I think the Rams they done had their time to just chillax.
Oh, but you know what? Been cool. He been scripting. Oh, he ready. That opening game script for the Rams, Jared Goff, Gurley, Robert Woods, Cooks, is going down. Like, the Dallas Cowboys ain't going to win.
But the Dallas Cowboys got defense too, one of the best in the league.
Big facts. Okay, so out of playoff games, so the Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. I'm happy. A
lot of field goals.
But you know what? I'm happy that Phillip Rivers has this right now.
Yeah.
At this late in his career, the man, let's face it, he ain't been to the playoffs, the postseason that much lately.
The thing is, it's always harder to play a team twice.
Oh, yeah.
It's always harder to play a team twice. The Ravens got the best out the Chargers last game, but the Chargers was prepared for the Ravens this game.
Like you said, they had safeties spying. And
they had
linebacker. 3
safeties playing linebacker. That's unheard of. You can't even do that in Madden.
That was beautiful.
It was.
That was a well-coached defensive game.
It was a good game plan, even though Judon was balling.
Facts.
But yeah, the Ravens just came out like they just didn't come out strong.
Yo, I'm looking at this Wildcard weekend matchup this past weekend, and okay, so the Chargers won. Rose lead the Patriots. Philly, we talked about that. Philly and the Bears, that heartbreaker. The Rose leads the Saints. I really don't feel like one Wildcard team that won will come out next week in the divisional. I don't think so. I think the Chiefs is gonna cook the Colts. The Rams gonna cook the Cowboys. The Pats is gonna cook the Chargers.
Juru the Guru said it here. It's going to be a Deflategate rematch. The last time Andrew Luck was in the playoffs, was against us. It's going to be the rematch.
Mm-hmm.
Bam.
And then you got Philly and the Saints. That's the game I'm looking forward to the most.
I agree. I think the Saints going to take off Philly though.
I do too. I don't think no wild card team is passing the divisional round. I don't see it happening. I don't see it. But like I said, Violators, man, we back in full effect. Your boy Super Saiyan Jaffe.
Cool guy JD.
My man right here. And we Violators. Like I said, we got a lot coming to you. We looking forward to it. Like I said, comment in the videos, share our videos, like us, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, Violator Sports. We about to get that Violator Podcast Instagram page popping. Like our Facebook page. We coming. We trying to keep a presence. We doing things a lot differently this year. And we want y'all to be on this journey with us. You already know.
Yes, sir.
We Violators. We out.